Good morning everyone, myself Patel ma'am. I'm going to teach you the subject OCM as we started with the chapter Principle of Management, and we started with the introduction, meaning, definition, nature of Principle of Management. So today we are going to move on further about the chapter number 1, Principles of Management. As we have seen in the nature that how the management is applicable everywhere, how they are modified, how they influences the human behavior. Now we are going to see that how management is important, how management principles plays an important role. Over here we are going to see now. So now we are going to see the topic significance of principles of management. Now we will see the topic significance of principle of management. Significance or important, you may say it's same only. So important, or you may say the significance of principle of management. We will see how nature is there, how nature help to know more about the principle. Again, significance also will give you a very clear idea related to the principles of the management. So to know more about the importance of the principle of management, the following points are provided to you one by one. We will go see. The first is to provide useful insight to the manager to provide the useful insight to the management. Yes, the principle of management provide a proper direction to the manager. As many times in the last point also we have seen that manager plays a very important role over here, and manager plays such an important role that each and everything relate to the management, the manager only in the field of management. So always management principle help the manager to understand, to more and more improving, more and more understanding in the work, how his objective is more clear and how he is going to build up a relationship is also seen over here. So always the principle of management always provide proper insights to the manager, so he can be more and more objective approach also he can get. As our goal is set, and every time for being a successful, for proper success in the organization, a proper insight, a full vision, we should provide objective oriented work we should do. So always it is said over here. So the first point is to provide useful insight to the manager. The second is to helpful inefficient utilization of resources. Yes, of course, more and more helpful in more efficient utilization of the resources. How? Now first of all you should know about the resources. Various types of resources are there, like you may say human resources are there, where manpower is there, then physical resources are there, human, physical, financial. These three all are the resources which plays a very important role. When you say about the financial resources, money matters over there. When you say related to the physical resources, at that time manpower is also related, machine, material, all things are related over here. So it may be a material, machine, method or money. This 5M plays a very important role in the field of management. And why? Because all this 5M, material, method, machine and money, all this 5M when are together, at that time a proper resources are utilized over here. So it may be a physical, it may be a financial, it may be human resources, all these resources have to be utilized properly. More and more utilization of resources with the proper way, with an efficient way of utilization of resources always is helpful for the manager. More utilization when it will be there, at that time less wastages will and when less wastages will be there, more and more output can also be there. So always reduction in the cost of production should be there. So it always provides helpful in the efficient utilization of resources. So management principle provide a proper way to the manager and to how it should use the proper resources. Number 2. Number 3 is the scientific decisions. Yes, decisions are always being took. The decisions are took in the way scientifically. As we have seen that management principle are the statement of fundamental truth. They are scientific in nature. They are flexible in nature. They can be modified. They can be adjusted related to the situation which may occur in the management. Irrespective to the size and nature of the business, always they are modified and changed according to the situation itself. So more and more scientific decisions have to be took by the manager. Scientifically the work is done, more principles are used over here, and when these principles are used, at that time the decisions are took related in the more scientific way. So always it helps to understand the work in the management, and a manager can also take a proper scientific decision just with the help of the principle of management. He always apply the various principles, he always check the situation, and according to the situation he always change also the principle. Yes, as it is said, management principles are flexible in nature. According to the work, according to the nature of the work, always it is going to change, and manager duty is there how to change the principle, modify it and to apply it. So when always the decisions matter over here. When manager takes a decision, he always take the decision in a very scientifically way by seeing each and employee work, etc. Number 3. Number 4 is understanding social responsibility. Number 4 is understanding the social responsibility. Social responsibility comes over here as management, again comes into the part of the social science too. Why? Because where people are there, where group of people are there, where group activities are there, human beings are there, at that time social responsibility also occurs over there. Various types of social responsibilities there, like we know, social responsibility of the business are there toward the various different interested groups, like consumers are there, government are there, organizations are there, investors are there, suppliers are there. All these are playing a very important role. So always a understanding of the social responsibility should be there. So as management principle help the manager to understand the responsibility toward the society. With the help of these principles, manager will come to know that how more and more the manager come to know about the society, and at that time it always show how the fulfillment of the social responsibility may be there. Like example, it is given payment of remuneration. Good remuneration is one of the principle of management, which is the social responsibility of the business towards the employees. As I said, you now only various social responsibilities are there towards consumer, towards employees, towards government. Like if social responsibility of the business is there toward consumer, so giving a good quality product, not to cheat the customer, not to do the different types of malpractices. Like malpractices means the various unfair trade practices which has been done sometimes by the businessman, like cheating in the measurement, wrong measurement, then misleading advertisement. All these comes under the unfair. Black marketing also is one of the unfair trade practices. So various types of unfair trade practices should not be done. Like this is social responsibility of the business towards consumer. When we take about the social responsibility of the business towards government, then always respecting the rules and regulations of the government, then always paying a proper taxes to the government. All these things come. When you think about the social responsibility of the business towards the employees, now when the term employee comes, like employees plays a very important role. Why in the organization? Because employees are treated as assets of the company. When you think as an asset, at that time you have to protect your asset also. At that time, always giving a good fair remuneration to the employee, giving them various bonus incentives, then providing them good working conditions, then always providing various types of safety measures to them, all then various types of recognition of the trade union should be there. All these things are there. So various types of responsibilities are there. So one of the example is this only which I gave you, that the social responsibility of the business towards employees to give a good remuneration, to provide the various allowances, various incentives, bonus, providing healthy measures to them, all this is there. So this is the part where understanding of the social responsibility will come, and always management principle always help the manager to understand more and more the social responsibility. And when you are related with the society, of course the responsibilities you have to pay to the responsibility of the society to do in a proper condition. So the number 5 is 4 is understanding the social responsibility. Number 5 is encouraging research and development. Which is also said as R&D, that is the research and development. More and more encouragement should be given to the research and development. Why? Because in today current situation where different types of things which always come, as a human wants are unlimited. According to the human being, it goes on changing related to the taste, preferences, your habits, your like, your dislikes, etc. So always more and more encouragement should be provided in the research field, in the development field. So principle of management, as it is dynamic in nature, their nature goes on changing along to the changes in the business world. Over years and years, you know that always the change is there, and this change the people like it. A young age, like always different age of people live, and at that time it may be a teenage, it may be a small young age, or it may be old age. Everyone likes, dislikes goes on changing. So always what likes, dislikes are there. This likes, dislikes goes on changing, and according to the changing situation, various things are there. This thing have to be modified. This thing have to be accepted in the proper way. So always research and developments are there. Various principles always are followed in the form of R&D. So encouragement are given to the research and development according to the situation, changing need as per the like, dislike. Always the situation should change, and more encouragement should be provided to the research and the development. That is point number 5. Number 6 is to help coordinate and control yes, number 6, as every time in the significance you come to know the various things, here is to help to coordinate and control. Now again the full role is played by the manager only. Helping, always manager should try to coordinate and to control all the activities which are there in the field of management. Management principle always provides the guidelines for better coordination and control. As coordination and controlling is one of the functions of management. Functions of management plays an equally important role like principle of management. Second chapter is this only, the functions of management. Principle and function plays a very equal important role in the field of management. So controlling and coordinating. Coordination means what? To bring up the harmonious relationship, and controlling is to control each and everything in the management. As planning is the first important basic function of management, controlling is the last function of management. Without planning, controlling cannot be done, and without controlling, planning also cannot be done properly. So every equal important function of management is there. Manager should provide coordination between the employees, between the different levels of management. Various employees are there, supervisors are there, foremen are there, heads of departments are there. In the top level, CEO is there, managing director, board of directors, all these people are there. A proper coordination should be done between the employees and then between the different levels of the employees too. And with that, proper controlling should also be there. So always management principles are providing guidelines for better coordination department. So with the help of principal, manager can do proper coordination and also can control all the activities which are done in the field of management. Manager always can exercise a better control over the organization, and thus the given target can be achieved easily with the help of these coordination and controlling. So proper coordination and proper controlling with the help of these principles of management can be done by the manager, and with that a proper given result, a collective desired result can also a manager can get with the help of principle of management. So it helps to coordinate and control. That was point number 6. Number 7 is to develop the objective approach. Yes, of course, developing a proper objective approach again helps one of the important point for the manager. The manager in the field of management should have a proper objective approach. As we know, management is goal oriented. As management has always set object in front of the all of the management, and always to work for that objective should be the sole aim of every management. So always the manager should always develop a good objective approach. Like always when you set a target and your target is completed, that means the work is not completed. Again the new target is set, and like this it is a continuous work. As management is a continuous process, the work is going on and on, it never ends. Like planning is continuous process, planning is done again and again and again. Always well planned is half done. Okay, so just like that over here, controlling objective approach is set, and always the manager help to achieve the proper object which is set by the management itself. So from these 7 points we can understand that the more and more importance of the, or you may say the significance of the principle of management which we have seen over here. It always provides useful insight to the manager. It helps in the efficient utilization of resources, whether it's a physical, human or financial type of resources, or which I said you 5 men, material, machine, method and money. All these things have to be provided properly. Then scientific decisions have to be took which is related to the management, good quality products etc. should be provided to each and every customer, so customers get attracted towards it. Next is to understanding the social responsibility. Various types of social responsibilities are there. These responsibilities a person should know as a part of a manager. You should know what is the responsibility. Examples given to you related social responsibility of the business towards the employees, giving a good remuneration. Then the next is to see the encouraging more and more research and development. Then it always helps to coordinate and control, and more development of the objective approach. So these are the significance of the principle of management. So in this lecture we have seen the significance of principle of management. The first chapter, introduction, meaning, definition, nature of principle and the significance of principle of management. The second half chapter totally comes to the theories of management. Fully the second half chapter is divided to the theories of management, that we are going to see the theories of management. Yes, of course, in the management various theories are given by the various authors, like we will see the thinkers about that. We will see now the theories of management. After seeing the significance of the management, the next one we will see is the theories of management. In the field of management, different management thinkers are there who have put forth the various theories of the management. Like we know very well, famous thinkers like Henry Fayol, F.W. Taylor, Frederick Winslow Taylor, Elton Mayo. Like these are the different thinkers. Theories of management are the set of general rules that guide the manager to manage the organization. Yes, of course, a manager is provided guidelines with the help of these different thinkers who have put forth their their theories, the manager will come to know various things which he can do, which help the manager to control all the activities in the organization. So it is well said correctly that all these theories of management help the manager to do the work in a better, in a proper and in a very smooth way. So always management theories are the rules only which have to be followed by the manager. Sometimes the problem occurs, various types of problem occur in the organization, like it may be related to finance, it may be related to remuneration, it may be related to motivation, less efficiency of the employees. It may happen like this. So at that time, what is the root cause of the problem has to be seen by the manager, and he has to apply this principle according to the situation, size of the nature of the business. So theories of management plays a very important role over here, and two important management thinkers theories we are going to see over here. Number one is Henry Fayol. One of the biggest thinker in the field of the management is Henry Fayol. The name itself, we know very well Henry Fayol. We have heard many times over here. So two big thinkers we are going to see in the theories of management. Number one is Henry Fayol and number two is F.W. Taylor. Henry Fayol was born in 1841 and died on 1925. Henry Fayol. The name itself signifies the biggest thinkers in the field of management is Henry Fayol. He was a French mining engineer who worked as a director of mines for years and years. After conducting the many experiments in the field of management, he developed these 14 principles of management which is used worldwide. He has wrote one of the books too. The name of the book is General and Industrial Administration. And for his contribution in the field of management, he is known as a father of the modern management. Henry Fayol was a very big thinker, and he put forth these 14 principles of management which is used worldwide. As working in the mining field also, working as a director also, afterwards he switched off to the industrial sector too, and this I boost up the industrial sector by providing these 14 principles of management.